I have gas. It's a directional mic, so it's really just picking up here. It's doing this right in front of our faces. This. You see me on the?
I see what you're doing.
I don't know because you can't see my other hand. You can't see this.
I see what you're doing. You're making a V like this.
Yeah. See how the camera's set up? It's more set up for you.
I'm the talent.
Damn.
Welcome back to another episode of the Rum Runnas Podcast, the show where we read the clickbait so you don't have to. I'm Kyle.
I'm Jared.
And this is my penis.
Don't test it.
That was the point. This is my penis.
Oh.
Get it? It's a joke.
Oh, okay.
It's a play on dongs. Words.
It's a play on Dong's words? All right.
Misogynist man. What the fuck word is that?
Oh my God. Are we just going straight into it? Is this what happens when I let you intro?
I don't know. Yeah. I guess it's faster that way. Did I need to do the intro again?
I mean, there was zero talking in between. You literally just went, what's on the screen? I'm going to read it immediately.
All right, fine.
Do I have to freaking minimize things again? Do I have to keep you away from the screen?
Welcome back to another episode of the Rum Runnas Podcast, show where we click the clickbait so you don't have to. I'm Kyle.
I'm Jared.
And he let me do the thing.
And it went
perfect.
I mean, this is what, take 7,492?
I liked all of them. You're being a dick. The first one was the best one, but you were all, don't say that. Don't talk about Russian
I also love how,
roulette.
like, no matter what, like, I honestly think that you're like, a headline is whatever I say at the time.
Welcome back to another episode of the Rum Runnas Podcast.
No, you don't have to keep
where we click
doing it
on internet links that have funny headlines
just because
for crazy news stories. And sometimes
can't
it's really just
keep-
clickbait. One time, Jared won a new iPhone.
you can't just keep speaking until you land on what you think is correct.
Welcome back to another episode of the Rum Runnas Podcast. This podcast is about podcasts for the podcast, and we podcast.
I'm going to kick you in the nuts one of these times.
Let's hear a break from our sponsors.
Done, I guess. The silence was our sponsors. And you know what? I think they're thinking of dropping us. I'm going to go into the first one because honestly, I don't know what's happening anymore.
Are we gonna do an intro? Like, I don't know. You didn't like any of them. I'm not sure what's happening.
I was
right
going
now.
to use the one, even though you didn't say we read the clickbait so you don't have to.
What did I say?
You said we click on the clickbait so that you don't have to. And then you immediately read the words that you saw on the screen. Like it was one fluid motion. I'm like, this episode, if I let Kyle take the reins, is going to be 14 minutes. And it's him just being like, what does that say? Ha 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 ha. On to the next one. What does that say? Ha 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 ha. That's so funny.
All right, give me 2 more tries.
Okay, let's see where this goes.
What's the line?
You know the line.
You fucking know. You've heard it 900 times.
Exactly. I do it all
What's
the time.
wrong with
and
you?
you try to steal it from me every time. Now I'm
But
giving
it's
it to
'cause
you.
Changed.
It's just because we're not focusing on the rum anymore and we're not focusing on the drinking. It's more the talking.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Rum Runnas Podcast, where we used to drink rum and talk about stuff. Today, we're going to fuck you.
Today we're going to fuck you. I don't think our audience appreciates that. I mean, unless you do. Let us know in the
This
comments.
is why I asked for 2 tries.
There you go. Let's go. Next one. Action.
Welcome back to another episode of the Rum Runnas Podcast, show where we used to drink rum and talk about stuff. We read the clickbait so you don't have to. I'm Kyle,
And I'm Jared still.
and I did the thing.
You did do the thing. Good
I did
job.
the thing. Open the thing so I could read the other things.
Nah, I'm going to keep
I want to read more things.
No, I'm going to go.
I'm going to be the one who does the things
Nope,
today.
I'm
All right,
doing it.
Let me read the thing, and then you can tell me about it.
You say the first word correctly, and I will let you read the
I'm
whole
going to say
headline.
the first word definitely correctly. Mrs. Seagull man charged after used condoms tied to 9 parked cars. Ew.
Missy.
Miss Seagull man.
Miss Yoga man.
Miss Yoga man.
Miss Yoga man.
There's no O in it. There's no O's.
Sow, like Sig Sauer.
There's still no O's. You keep saying Mississauga.
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 Mississauga man.
Mississauga man.
It's probably Mississauga man.
I said that the first time.
Mississauga man.
Mississauga man charged.
Mississauga man?
Mississauga man has been charged after used condoms have been tied to 9 parked cars.
There's no word have,
I
but okay.
don't know if it's 9 condoms to 9 cars or 1 condom tied to 9 cars
The S
or
explains
100 condoms tied to 9 cars. But there's more than 1 condom that this Miss Ioga man tied to cars.
it. Okay, I'm going to read the article now.
I thought I described everything that they needed to know. Jurassic Park.
I mean, you described all of the potential eventualities that can be happening in multiverses right now.
Listen, what's worse than 9 condoms tied to 9 parked cars?
9 condoms tied to a bike?
1 condom tied to 9 parked cars. Because that'd be a big condom.
It would be. Be a magnum.
Be huge. And if you filled it up,
Be an elephant condom.
be more than 1 person.
Do you think they make condoms for animals?
No, because the point of animals is to make them make babies.
But what if they're like, yo, we don't have the space right now? We can't stop them from banging because they'll do it in the night when we're sleeping.
We want this elephant to do that elephant. So we want to keep their bond going so that when we decide that we need a baby, they can have one. But right now, we need them to hold off.
So they put on condoms and they make sure they're ribbed for their pleasure.
I don't think they do that.
I don't know. I feel like that's a market that Trojan needs to
Plus,
explore.
so many animals have spikes on their penises.
True. They'd have to really reevaluate the condom for spiked penises, or barbed, I think is what they are.
Nothing beat the day I unnecessarily told a bunch of people what snake penises look like.
Let's
Let's
finish. Are they the ones that
Why
have
are we off
corkscrew?
topic already? No, they're the ones with 2 and they're all covered in spikes.
Oh, damn. I think dolphins or whales have a corkscrew penis and a corkscrew vagina to accept it.
So what you would say is when they got together, they really, really screwed each other.
Yeah. But, Toronto, a 74-year-old Mrs.
I do so good at keeping
Mississauga
stories on
man
track.
is facing more than a dozen charges relating to women discovering used condoms tied to their cars in parking lots in that city over the past 2 years.
Questions. He did to 9 cars.
It says 9 cars.
Why is there a dozen?
I'm pretty sure each one probably faces...
Does that mean at least 3 of them had 2?
No, it's just the charges. Because I'm assuming it's it's a sexual harassment charge. It's a littering charge.
Littering and...
Smoking the reefer. Peel Regional Police say that starting July 2018, women began reporting finding used condoms tied to their vehicles in various shopping centers throughout Mississauga. To date, 9 women have come forward. Oh, so there might possibly be more women that just have been like, you know what, that's just
Can I just say
par for
this?
the course.
Well, this is icky, yucky, gross.
That's what I had it saved as, icky, yucky, gross.
At least he's not the guy that was going to shopping centers and injecting semen into women.
Very true.
That guy was extra icky, yucky,
That
gross.
guy was super icky, yucky, gross.
He's just tying condoms to cars, which...
I don't even know what he gets out of that.
What does he tie
Like,
it to?
what-
The antenna? Is it like a little flag?
No, maybe like the door handle.
Yeah, but like so many car doors don't really have that ability.
Then he probably ties it to the antenna. I feel like there's probably like a list of things that he goes through, and he's like, all right, if I can get it through the door handle, I'm gonna tie it to the door handle.
Why wouldn't he just smear it on the window? I'd be
I don't.
more present.
Once again, I don't see what he gets out of this, so I don't know if this is like a sexual satisfaction thing, if he's hit on all these women and they rejected him, so he's like, this is what it would have looked like afterwards.
No,
I don't know.
It's probably some kind of form of like gratification from sexual humiliation or something.
Probably. That'd be the only thing I could think of. What if they're just like, that's a really small amount of semen?
He's just like a really weird exhibitionist and voyeurist that just gross.
It's just gross as hell. After an investigation, police said a suspect identified as Peter Melegas.
His name's Peter.
Melegas was arrested on Monday and charged with 11 counts of mischief. That said more than... Oh, it's because it's 11 counts of just mischief.
So he did 9 things.
2 counts of criminal harassment, 1 count of committing an indecent act, and 1 count of voyeurism.
The math in this. Well, look at that. Anyway, I already said that word.
So tying a condom to a car is mischief.
And voyeurism.
No. It's only 1 count of voyeurism. So, but the only way that it can make sense is all 9 of these were counts of mischief.
I'm really getting over... I'm really having a hard time with the numbers they're throwing out.
Yeah.
Because it was 9, then it was 12. And that
it was
like
more than 12.
That was like 15 things you just listed.
Yeah, because that's more than 12. 15's higher. Because there's 11 plus 2, that's 13. Plus 1, that's 14. Plus another 1, that's 15.
I guessed right at 15.
You did. This is a good job. But 15 is more than a dozen, which is why they said more than a dozen.
Yeah, and then he's going to do 28 days in jail. But his sentence is going to be suspended by 10 days, and he's going to have 14 days of probation. There's so many numbers.
So many numbers. Let's keep reading more numbers.
Numbers just to deal about condoms.
Melegas was released on a promise to appear and will return. You can just promise in Canada?
You can do that everywhere.
Did he have to pay any money?
I don't know. I don't think you always do. I think it depends on the crime if you get bail or not.
I feel like putting used condoms on people's cars... You should have to pay at least a few bucks. Like,
isn't there some kind of like
I can't take your
use
word
of a
for
biological weapon or something in this too? Like, I mean, come on. There's like so many,
yeah.
Like, nobody knows what diseases.
Did they
this
test
man
it to
has.
make sure that it didn't have some sort of STD?
For raw.
Yeah.
Give him more charges.
Exactly. Add more onto these numbers.
Make him pick them up himself.
What the hell? Okay, I have to read this. Investigators say that they believe there are other incidents that have occurred in other GTA cities.
So he's been to Vice City?
I was waiting for you to get there, and I was like, which one is he going to say? Is he going to say Los Santos? And then you went friggin' Vice. Wasn't expecting that.
Vice City, Vice, sex crime.
I see where you're going.
SVU.
In the criminal justice system, sex crimes are bad. That's the opening, right? I haven't seen an episode in a while.
This is the Special Victims Unit. We do crimes that are with special victims.
We do crimes?
We do special crimes to special victims.
There we go. He is described as 5 feet 11 inches tall with a light complexion. They caught the guy. Why are they giving us a description?
If you see this 5'11"
this is
man
him. This is him right here
with glasses and a mustache,
and he wears a white t-shirt that's polo, and he has glasses.
That's not a polo
on,
shirt.
And he stands in front of Jurassic World posters. Apparently.
All right, so people, let me describe this man to you. He's about 45, 45, 50-ish. He's a little husky. He's got a real dad bod. He's about 5'11", shortish brown hair, glasses,
thinning,
a mustache.
Thinning here. You gotta mention that it's receding.
He looks like your one neighbor that's like always pissed off and talking about Trump.
Yeah.
And he's putting condoms on cars.
Yep.
So if you're in
call the police on that guy.
Mississauga or Toronto or wherever in Canada. Mississauga, Canada.
Mississauga. Man, they keep going on.
What's his name?
His name's
Peter.
Is Peter Melegas. Melegas.
You say, get your hands off, Peter.
And
don't put that condom on my car.
He drives a black Honda CRV.
He drives a black Honda CRV.
They gave all of his information. Wait, what? Oh, anyone with information about incidents similar to those described is asked to call police at 905-456-5655. 5840. So I guess if you've ever heard of this happening, call that number.
I don't think we have any listenership in Canada, which
Doesn't
is what's
matter.
perfect about that.
Our New Zealand guy's gonna like call in and be like, "Hey, so down here someone did that," and they're like, "Where?" It'd be like, "New Zealand." This I think is the same guy.
I think we saw him. They described a pretty average 45-year-old man
Who's surprisingly pro Donald Trump, but angry
New Zealand.
in New Zealand, and he was wearing the same shirt, and he still had a Honda CR-V.
That talks about how this is like somehow his First Amendment right to leave condoms on women's doors
in Canada.
in Canada.
He tells them in Canada, "This is my First Amendment right as a
Does
Canadian.
Canada have a constitution?
Yes.
Canada, what's your constitution? What's your First Amendment? What's your Second Amendment? What's your Third Amendment?
Canadian.
How many amendments you got? Do you have an amendment that lets women vote? Because it feels like that's an unnatural thing and it shouldn't be there, but we have one.
Canadian First Amendment. Freedom of speech in Canada, freedom of expression in Canada is protected as a fundamental freedom by Section 2 of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms.
High five, Canada. We have the same First Amendment.
This is Section 2, though. It's their second, I guess.
It's their First Amendment, but it's the second section, meaning there's two parts to their First Amendment. Maybe they have one of those ones where there's like free press or two, whatever.
Oh, no, it says Section 1 of the Constitution Act of 1982. Man, there's
wow,
there's
your Constitution is so new. Did you copy ours?
Yo, this was probably written on a computer. Like
and they're
ours,
probably just looking at our Declaration of Independence. Like,
Yeah.
I like that one.
like ours is on parchment written with quills and shit, and theirs is on
Someone
Word.
was over there. They're like, "Do we need guns?"
And they're like,
No. Okay, we don't need that one, so we'll
okay,
skip ahead.
We'll skip it. We'll put the right to bear fruit.
I want bear fruit. That sounds like it's like a plum, but a little furry. Like
Oh, you're going with like legitimate bear,
If there's a bear fruit, imagine it being like a
like
plum.
teddy bear fruit.
Like a fruit, like a furry plum,
Yeah.
like dark purple.
This is a vague question. What are Canadian rights?
We can get off of this now.
Oh,
We can go
okay.
back. Yeah.
Let's
This man is definitely going
let's
to
go
argue
back
that
to
it's his
Peter.
First Amendment right, though, because he's just leaving them gifts.
I thought that you were going to say that this is the
Just
kind of
leaving them little
guy.
gifts.
This is the kind of guy that would blame it on women somehow. And
No,
I
he's
kinda,
definitely going to do that.
I kind of feel like looking at him, he's going to be like, "Well, what you don't understand is that
the way she
these
looked
women,
at me when she walked out of her car, she wanted me
Yeah.
to put a used condom on her.
Exactly.
doorknob.
It's going to be
She
like he
basically
saw her.
asked me.
He saw her get out and she bent over and she was wearing a short skirt. So he had to put a condom on right then and there, ejaculated in the parking lot in his car, which he's going to say something like, "My windows are tinted, so it's my property and no one else can see me." And then he's going to be like, "She wanted it. She wanted me to put that on her car."
I think you're giving him too much to work with. She
Okay.
probably walked by and he smelled her hair in the breeze and was like, "Oh, she wants it. I'm gonna give it to her. I'm gonna leave this there. She saw me. She wants a baby from me, and I'm too scared to talk to her. So I'm just gonna leave her my biological material."
She can use that whenever she gets around to it.
Yeah.
Throw it in a turkey baster and let's make a baby.
These are the stories. All right, so like,
Okay.
you know, I look up at a lot of true crime stuff. Dark Rum Podcast. We're gonna be talking about some of that. We're working on it. It's a little rocky right now, but we're getting there.
Shameless plug.
But so I listen to a lot of like true crime stuff.
Yes.
And I forgot
know.
where I was going. And
This
I'm done.
sounds like the kind of story that would. Then you mentioned Darkroom. I feel like you were going with.
I
I'm
had a
gonna
good
finish your thought for you.
Let's see.
So what you're saying is this sounds like the kind of story that starts with, "I saw her, I knew she wanted it, I could smell her, I put my semen inside of a condom, I put it on her car," and it ends with, "I don't know how these 7 women's heads got into my
No,
refrigerator."
I wasn't gonna say he was a murderer. I don't know where I was going.
Then I don't know where you're going.
I
either.
had a really clear idea, and then I unnecessarily plugged my show.
Yeah, that everybody I would hope knows about and is also following.
Yeah.
Should we go on to the next one?
Hold on. I'm gonna come up.
You're
with
gonna
the
get
idea.
there?
I'm gonna get.
Let's see.
All
Let's see.
right.
Let's see the wheels turn.
Ties his condom to the doors. The women just look at him and say, "Oh, I want that. She wants this." promise. I'm going to give her my babies. I don't have it.
No, it's gone. All right, on to the next one. I added this next story just because of the verbiage in the headline.
He probably thinks they love him.
There you go. He probably
That's
does.
something that crazy people, serial killers
They do. They do. See, you do think that he's gonna have heads in a refrigerator.
I don't think he has fridge heads in the refrigerator.
I don't think he has it. I feel like he was going that direction,
He's just looking for a wife.
but he's too scared to talk.
You know what we didn't do in this one?
What?
We at no point played devil's advocate and tried to take his side.
No,
He's
because
he's pretty scummy.
It's gross.
It's super gross.
It's a gross thing.
I think that's the thing.
Anytime we try to...
Sometimes terrible stories we're like,
yeah.
Yeah, but like from his point of view. But this one, it's really hard to find a good one.
It's because it's yucky.
This is just one of those men that like hate women and he feels like they owe him stuff.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that could have brought about his disgusting behavior, and we're not really cool with any of that. I mean, we're not cool with most of the stuff that we discuss.
I remember now
I knew it would get
what
there.
I was trying to say. No. So like in those stories, most of the time with the serial killer, they get like a vague idea of why they committed their crime.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever we read a story like this, we never have an answer to why.
We never do.
I still don't know why that man injected semen into women.
No, there was no... I mean, we haven't followed up. I feel like we're going to have to do an episode where we just go through
some of the weirder ones and see what happens.
like what happened. Like if
I
there's
feel like
any
this man
updates.
will never say why. He'll just be like,
I did. No. I'm in jail now for 3 years because that's probably all he's going to get.
Listen, condoms break. And the people are going to be like, that's not an answer. Like, yeah, they do.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye on some things. We'll go back through some previous episodes. Let us know in the comments, actually, and please comment, please. We really want to see what you guys think.
Tell me stuff. Say things to me.
If you guys would like to see us revisit any of our old stories and see if there's more information or new information or breaking information,
I still just want people to tell us weird crimes that happen in their hometowns.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I've been asking for that forever. Yeah,
so if you know of anything weird, like a Mississauga man tying condoms to cars, let us know. So email us at rumrunners@gmail.com. Sure, yeah, I don't think the .com says there. I'm going on to the next one now, okay? This one I added just because of the verbiage in the headline. He has screamed relentlessly. Feral peacock divides Oakland neighborhood.
What? How is it dividing the neighborhood? There's people who are like, oh, I love the peacock. Make the peacock president. The peacock is the head of the HOA.
And it's feral. It's a feral peacock. And he screamed relentless. I don't know if this is a person was screaming relentlessly about the feral peacock or if the peacock itself was screaming relentlessly. That's why
it's the peacock.
That's what I like to think. How a colorful new bird neighbor incited a next-door battle for the ages.
So do you know what Nextdoor is?
Nextdoor?
All right, so Nextdoor is an app that you can get on your phone.
Oh, okay.
And in that, neighbors can communicate with each other to let them know, like, oh, my cat's missing, or this dog's missing, or I found this cat, or I found this dog, or did you hear that noise last night, or someone's keying cards, or whatever. Okay. So you can, like, keep in contact and let each other know what's happening in the neighborhood.
Technological neighborhood watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what that is.
Oh, okay. I thought it literally was just Nextdoor.
No, but a lot of it does break down to just like what most things like that break down to, and it's just
neighbors
arguing
bickering
at each other. Yeah.
Cut your bush. Fuck you, my bush. I can leave my bush untrimmed. I'll do a lightning bolt on my bush if I want to.
I found your lost cat. Pooped in my yard. Buried it in my yard.
I feel like that would get you arrested. I don't think you can kill somebody's cat.
No, but you can take it hostage.
By burying it in the yard?
No.
What are you, Jigsaw?
I have your cat. Just leave that. Just
I
have your cat. And then you leave a picture of it with like a note. It says,
like
a newspaper, like a newspaper with the date on it.
Yeah. There we go. That's good. Let's find out about this peacock and the neighbors. Down a short cul-de-sac in North Oakland, an unusual blue and green feathered neighbor has recently moved into someone's yard. His
in
name
a cul-de-sac.
is Bruce.
Interesting.
All right.
Cul-de-sac.
Yeah, so his name is Bruce, or Paco, or Peter, or Pierre, or Abraham?
I'm going to go with Peter because that was the last guy's name.
I was going to go with Pierre. I don't
Let's
know.
go
I just
with
think
Pierre.
I think he looks like a Pierre.
Nah, he looks like a Peter Pierre.
I think Peter.
No, Peter
Yeah,
Pierre works better.
Pierre works better. Yeah, I wanted Pierre to be the first name, but you're right.
Peter Pierre.
Apparently, it's difficult to settle on a name for a neighborhood peacock. Most neighbors are fans.
Why did they only pick P words for the most part?
I was going to say Bruce and Abraham, but yeah, Paco, Peter,
Pierre.
Paco, Peter, Pierre, the peacock.
No, just Peacock.
No, I'm just, okay, sure. Peter Peacock, Pierre Peacock, Paco Peacock.
No. Peter, Pierre, Peacock. What was the first name?
Paco.
Paco, Peter, Pierre, Peacock. That's his whole name.
There we go. But I'm
Got
just
4
saying,
names.
that's why it's
Abraham.
P's, because people like alliterations.
I know. I was just...
Bruce Abraham. Oh my goodness. Okay. So most neighbors are fans of the peacock
That hurt my healing mouth.
on Occidental Street. All right.
Like accidental, but occidental.
Like they accidentally screwed up spelling accidental.
I had an accident.
Look at my accident.
I had a bit of an accident the other day when I was rounding up the oxes.
Don't do that. Don't put your arm on that. That's not load bearing. You're going to break it.
I won't do that.
You're going to break our new stuff. Okay. Saying the sight of him brings joy to the monotony of life during quarantine, but for a few, his presence is hell on earth, and they've taken to Nextdoor to voice their complaints. That makes much more sense now that I know that it's an app. Put your arms down. What is wrong with you? Do you even have an attention span?
What?
Exactly.
What a goldfish.
For the past 15 weeks or so, he has screamed relentlessly every day. I hate you so much.
You know why he's screaming? He's like, my name's fucking Charles. It's Charles, bitches. It's Charles. Stop calling me Peter. Stop calling me Paco. Stop calling me Pierre. Stop calling me Abraham. Stop calling me Bruce. It's fucking... I forgot what I said it was.
Charles.
Charles.
Get your arm off the arm.
This is why they went up in the air.
Jesus Christ. Wrote neighbor Jesse T. It's so loud inside my house. It literally feels like he is inside my house.
This sounds like one of those neighbors that just complains about everything and he's making up stuff. This
Especially
doesn't sound
since
true.
He said, it's so loud inside my house. It sounds like it's inside my house. I feel like he could have phrased that
This is just
better.
someone who's mad that people have a friendly neighborhood peacock and he wants to ruin everybody's fun.
Yep.
And you know what? I think he should move.
He should move. All right, so let's see here.
Lock him up.
It got so bad that 2 months ago, I had to move out of my street-facing bedroom
Good.
and into my middle bedroom / storage room.
Good.
I have been sleeping on the floor on a camping air mattress ever since.
Good.
I still get woken up at 4, 5, 6 a.m. many mornings. 4,
Good.
5, 6 a.m.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I can count to 10.
All right. According to the Evil Eye,
Ha!
Evil Eye. Yeah, that's what it is. The city of Oakland received a noise complaint about the peacock and sent an animal control officer to the block to investigate. No action was taken to relocate the bird. He is believed to be feral and rumored by neighbors to be the same peacock that lived at a nearby location for 4 years prior until the resident who fed him moved. He's just looking for food. That's why he's screaming. He's like, hungry! Hungry, I'm hungry!
He just misses his old friend. That's
That
what
could
it is.
be it.
He's like, human that fed me.
I need you.
Where'd you go?
Why have you forsaken me?
I'm here. It's dinner time.
I feel like a peacock would speak kind of like an old English. Why hast thou forsaken me, human?
No, he doesn't. He talks like this. I'm a peacock.
I need to fly.
Feed me.
You gotta let me fly.
Mean.
Okay, the Occidental Street Peacock is not the first critter to get bold during quarantine. In Oakland's Grand Lake neighborhood, a wild turkey named Gerald. Why are people just naming these wild animals?
Wait.
We did name deer, so I can't say much.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait. They just said that this feral peacock
Mm-hmm.
has been living here for 4 years.
Yes. That's a resident.
And then they blamed quarantine for it.
No, they're just saying he's getting bold. They're saying that is like he was fine before quarantine, but now the quarantine has happened.
Oh, so they're
he's
saying like he's
"I'm
walking around like he's the
bored."
cock of the town now?
Yes.
Never thought I'd ever use that phrase for anything.
And now you have.
And it kind of works.
Kind of, yeah.
Because he's a bird.
He's a peacock.
Ha! It does work.
Bam.
I'm a ninja.
That doesn't work. Gerald has been chasing terrorized visitors. Only terrorized visitors?
Yeah, man. If you're afraid, he's coming after you. But if you're
He
just
can
cool,
smell
if
the
you're
fear.
cool, if you're cool, he's like, you're cool.
You're cool. You're good. You good.
Someone walks up like, oh my God, what is that? I've never seen a blue bird like that before. It's terrifying.
Oh no, this is a wild turkey. Gerald's a wild turkey.
Oh no, screw turkeys. Turkeys are jerks.
Turkeys are jerks. I hate turkeys. At the Morecambe Rose Gardens in San Francisco, coyotes have been capitalizing on the empty streets, frolicking in yards, and even scaling rooftops.
I'm imagining this as majestic as fuck.
Super, yeah. It's
Frolicking? They're frolicking?
Yeah.
Like, I just went to slow motion.
Who has complaints about seeing coyotes frolic? It's not like they're attacking your cats and dogs. You just said they're getting bold because they're slowly skipping through yards.
So my thing is, though, don't coyotes already...
Coyotes?
Don't the coyotes out there already, like, go into the yards, but instead they eat your animals, and now they're just like...
We have so much room for activities.
Coyote stuff.
They got, let me tell you about my best friend, playing as they frolic.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's what I picture now. Luckily for me, the latest unusual animal
Luckily
to pop up.
for me.
That's what it says. Luckily
It
for
sounded
me.
like it was specifically for you.
It's for me. The latest unusual animal to pop up in an urban Bay Area neighborhood was located just 5-minute bike ride from my apartment. This is not me. Just so everybody knows.
Who is me? Is this the article writer?
I'm assuming the glamorous bird wasn't difficult to find. I heard none of his infamous screeching, but a message board of neighborhood commentary tacked to a large wooden gate pointed me in the right direction. Of the screaming or the peacock?
The peacock. These are the people complaining are literally just complaining because they don't like fun.
That has to be it. Because how can everybody else sleep, but they can't?
Oh, everybody else is like, this is cute. I love this. So much fun. They're like, this peacock is ruining my life.
I can't sleep.
He's ruining my life.
Get this peacock out of here.
Oh, it's so bright and blue that I can't
Build a
see stuff
wall.
anymore. I'm doing that thing again where I can make my voice do some weird thing with the
Yeah.
mic.
I don't know how the hell you do it.
I channeled David.
Dear neighbors, a complaint has been lodged about the peacock.
There's so many
Anyone
animals in
notice?
this. When you said dear neighbors, I was like, like deer now?
Yes, there's deer
California
now also.
doesn't have deer.
Read one notice. Messages of peacock support also decorated the entrance to this habitat, from a haiku to a child's drawing of his likeness. Another pro-peacock flyer listed things worth City of Oakland's time and tax dollars in 2020. Hint, while expanding access to testing and treatment of COVID-19 and promoting justice and racial equality were listed. Peacock removal was not. The peacock himself, whom I spotted hanging out with some neighborhood squirrels and quietly pecking the ground, had nothing to say. Did he? Why is this so
he's
long?
quiet.
This is such a long article. I don't want to read this anymore.
I think we got enough.
Okay, I'm
I think
done.
we got enough.
This is a nice
The rest of
picture
this
him.
article, I feel like this person is way too involved in this story.
So much.
And now they're trying to make the story about themselves. And you know what? That's just vain.
That is vain. Stop
How
doing
dare
that,
you make a
authors.
story that you find on the that you know and
This
whatever.
is about
I almost brought this to
Paco
us.
Peter Pierre Peacock. That's who this is about.
And you know what we need to
and
do?
about the people who are trying to run him out of his neighborhood with whom he's been there for 4 years.
Anyone calling for his removal should be removed from the neighborhood.
We're saying it. Rum Runners takes that stance. If you want this Peacock out of there, you're going to have to go through us first.
That means you have to come all the way over to the East Coast from California, and in that case, he's going to live peacefully because you're going to be over here.
Exactly. He's going to be freaking fine.
Jared's going to bury you in his yard.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, but I will give you a stern talking to about Peacock etiquette. Right? Peacock etiquette? Peak etiquette? Cock etiquette? Cock etiquette? I'm going to give them lessons of cock etiquette. Stop looking at the camera like that.
I was menacingly glaring at all the people that support the removal of the peacock.
Is there a peacock emoji?
Make America more peacockish.
To show support for Paco Peter Pierre. You know, leave a peacock emoji down in the comments if you can do that. I don't know if you can leave
or
emojis.
A chicken.
Chicken or rice. On to the next one. Another bird story. I do this every so often where I accidentally put stories together that kind of have like a theme.
You did it by accident?
Yeah.
You were just like, birds, 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 birds. Seaman!
Yeah, kind of. I organize things by like how I think they're gonna hit.
You know what it is? I get this. You're talking about the birds and the bees.
There you go. The last story.
The bees are semen.
The last story changes it a bit. I'll just say that. But we're not there yet.
Semen?
No. So
I
was like, was I the only one that heard the sirens? Okay. So the next one.
The whole world heard the sirens.
Man bites seagull after it tried to steal his McDonald's food report.
Good for him. He's now got rabies.
It says don't mess with people's food. A McDonald's customer was arrested after he allegedly bit a seagull after it tried to steal his meal. The suspect reportedly attacked the bird in front of the authorities. This is
in
illegal?
front of them? He was like, officer.
Officers from a local unit were on patrol when they witnessed the incident in the city of Plymouth, England, Cornwall Live reports. The man reportedly claimed that the bird was trying to steal his McDonald's, so he grabbed it and bit it. Wait.
I'm on his side.
I'm just trying to think about this. So this man...
You bite my burger, I bite you.
So this man got food and was going to eat it, and I'm assuming that he was like walking back to his car or something, because we're still in the middle of a pandemic. 6 feet away from
Eat
people
outside.
True. Outdoor eating is safer. So... He's going to try to eat. The bird comes over, goes to grab his food. He grabs the bird and is looking at the police, is just like, it tried to steal my food. It tried to steal my food. Ah! And just bit it.
But you know what? There was no McDonald's. He was just trying to eat that bird.
Maybe.
No, that's not what happened.
He tried to run away
if
with
he
the
was really
birds.
trying to eat his food, I respect this.
The animal apparently appeared to be injured as a result of the bite, but it flew away before authorities
How
could
hard
inspect
did he
it.
bite it?
Where did he bite it is what I want to know.
Is it weird that I just guessed the beak?
I assumed that he was going to do like an Ozzy Osbourne and bite the head off.
Peacocks are too big for that.
It's not a peacock.
What is it?
It's a seagull.
They're still pretty big.
I think their heads are pretty. Plus also I think they'd bite your tongue if you stuck their head in your mouth.
I was imagining that A, he either bit the beak, or B, he bit the top of the head for some reason. I'm imagining it's the head.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be the head. I mean, that's the direct, I guess.
How do they
revenge?
Judge that the bird appeared? All right. In this situation.
Okay.
He bit a bird. Okay.
Is there a law against that?
I don't know. Animal cruelty, I guess. But
I thought that was only for animals like pets.
The victim fled. And in America, you have the right
to not press charges?
No, see your accuser.
Oh, okay.
And if his accuser is a bird that flew away.
Did the bird press charges, though?
Drop the case.
But I'm just saying, did the bird press charges?
If the burger doesn't fit, you must acquit.
I mean, the burger probably fit.
If the teeth marks don't match...
Put it in your snatch.
What the fuck? Does yours have teeth marks on it?
Oh, okay.
Should get that
The
checked.
suspect reportedly admitted to being under the influence of drugs. This is why he was arrested.
We need to stop defending people ahead of time.
We do. We need to get there.
I was right the first time. He thought the bird was McDonald's.
The suspect was taken into custody since seagulls are protected species in the area. Okay. The
So you
McDonald's
can't bite them?
apparently he didn't kill the thing.
I thought you couldn't kill things that were protected.
I mean,
He just bit it.
that's like if someone bit a bald eagle, though. I mean,
That'd be
I don't
like-
think it would go well. Are you trying to think of another protected species?
No, I was just thinking about how fucked up you'd be if you tried to attack an eagle. That's
Super.
different.
That's
That
right.
thing would fucking... You wouldn't have eyeballs anymore when it was done.
But I mean,
That's a way different thing. They're like this big.
yeah, they're
It's
huge.
got claws like this big.
They sound like seagulls, though. Yeah, pretty much. Mine.
Mine.
The suspect was taken into custody since seagulls are protected species in the area. The McDonald's fan is reportedly facing up to 6 months in prison and a fine of about $6,300.
All
Why'd
right.
they put
this
dollars
is-
and not
that's-
pounds?
That's
excessive.
You know, the world needs to stop jailing people for dumb crap.
This is why we have a problem with overcrowding in our prisons.
And
Because
that's England,
how
though.
is
Like,
this
that's not
guy
even
gonna-
us. But
How
like
is this
6
guy going to
months?
explain that? If he comes across someone who was like a murderer and he's like, "What are you in for?" And he's like, "I bit a seagull."
Yo, I'm betting there's a couple of them that are like, what the? Stay away from that guy. Well, what'd you do? I murdered 17 people, but fucking, I never bit a seagull.
I never thought of taking
I
a
was never
bird.
like, oh, let me get this dirty disease thing and put it in my mouth.
Okay, true. That might buy him some cred on the inside, just off of straight craziness.
I think it would go in the pecking order. It would go murderers, bank robbers,
This guy.
this guy, people who steal credit cards.
You think they're that high on the list?
They're under this guy.
But I mean, that's still. This guy was 3. You went murderers, bank robbers, this guy.
Yeah, that's up there. That's crazy as crap.
What about people that do like aggravated assaults?
Oh, they're under him.
Okay, cool. And under people
was
that
trying-
steal your credit
When
card?
I did the credit card one, I was trying to come up with like a really stupid crime,
Okay.
and I couldn't. But I was like, I would hate those people, and I hope they go to jail for a long time. I don't know.
Okay.
So they're less liked. This is
Okay.
an order of people that suck.
Oh, wait, that suck or that are
the
liked?
good, like the ones that have this higher pecking order. Like
Okay.
this is the top dogs in prison.
Gotcha. So this guy's number 3.
Yeah,
So
yeah, he's up there. He's
Okay.
up there. And then the very like he's like 10 above pedophiles.
well, yeah, pedophiles are at the bottom. They don't even live that long. I don't know how it is in England, but in America, if they find out that you were banging kids, you're not getting out of prison.
They should
It's-
just say that they bit seagulls.
They
I
should
got a wart.
stop touching frogs, man.
I never touched a frog.
You've never touched a frog in your life?
That's not true.
Okay, I was gonna
Recently.
say. Okay, recently, yeah. All right, just get some doctor. What's the doctor that freezes it away?
This must be from the deers we pet it. Or it's a blister, but I don't know how I got it. Probably because me just
I don't know.
rubbing on the chair.
Probably. You've been doing that for a while. You've been awkwardly fidgeting since the last show. So it's been hours of you rubbing your finger against a corner of wood.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
That's probably it. Okay, let's see what else there is. In a statement obtained by... These are long articles. Usually my articles that I find are just the headlines
You just
restated.
actually found news this
I
time.
know. A spokesperson for the local police department said he sunk his teeth into it before throwing it to the floor.
But he's
He
outside,
threw
so it would have
on
been the ground. But
Officers
it
are
tried
saying
to
the incident
steal
immediately
from
was
him.
changed and took him in details. Around this time, the man volunteered the information that he was under the influence of drugs, and it was decided that he should be taken into Derriford Hospital for treatment. The Seagull was clearly injured by the incident, but flew off before they were able to check on its
Prove
welfare.
it's injured. You can't prove the
It's
the
just like
amount
vampires
of
and
danger.
werewolves. If you don't prove that they're not real. Vampires, werewolves, seagull injuries.
Yeah,
And you have no case.
Same list.
You have no case. This whole thing ranks third on every list that we could possibly put together.
This is the bottom.
The hottest people of 2020. The seagull is going to end up third also. Like, it's just going to happen. Just how it goes. We don't know what happened to it afterwards, is what they said. Yesterday, between a young man who had
fine.
attacked
That's what happened
and injured
to it.
a seagull.
Fine. He didn't injure it. You can't prove it.
Love them or loathe them, seagulls are protected under the Wildlife and Countryside Act of 1981.
It's
That's
been a
it.
while,
That's the
but
end.
let's start a petition and a GoFundMe to help this man out. Because they can't prove that he injured that seagull.
They can't.
That seagull could be completely fine.
That seagull could have been faking it. That seagull could have known. This dude's going to go to jail for 6 months. He's going to have to pay $300.
This is equivalent of someone walking up, trying to mug you in the street, you punching that person running away, and the police being like, he's a protected citizen.
Yeah. I mean, sure, yeah. I mean, it could basically say, and he'd been like, oh my God, oh, I'm so injured, and just ran away.
Oh, you broke my...
By the way, I'm a
thing.
diplomat's son. Ow, oh my God. Actually, that is a pretty, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, man.
That's like if a diplomat's son came up to you, pulled a knife, but not even, it's just, he looked like a diplomat's son.
Like someone from the United Embassy in England.
Yeah.
United States Embassy in England coming up, mugging you, you punching them in the face so they
And
can't.
then running
and then
away.
running back being like, I'm an ambassador.
I'm so hurt. I'm an ambassador, but I'm hurt.
I think it's broken.
And then he runs into the embassy and no one can check.
He runs into the embassy and then he flies back to America and then you never hear from him again.
And he just laughs at you while he flies away. It's exactly what he's just gonna be like. That guy's gonna go to jail for so long. What a dipshit.
They know who I am. I don't need to be here for this.
Exactly. I'm protected. You know what? This makes perfect sense. Free this man. Who is this
Free
guy?
this man.
Yeah, he was on drugs, but who isn't on drugs anymore?
What's wrong with drugs?
Let's-
Legalize all the drugs.
Let's find out who the McDonald's fan is, because that's what they referred to him as, the McDonald's fan. Okay, so where was this? Where did this happen? Plymouth, England. So if you're from, we have an okay amount of, we have some listeners in England, right? No, Ireland. Shit. Everyone in Ireland that listens to this show, let anyone that you know in England, I know that you guys aren't always the greatest of friends, but if you have any English friends, let them know that if they're in Plymouth, England, to let the police department know this is a train. Don't lose any of this information that Rum Runnas says. Let this man go because these are just hopped up charges. That bird is putting this man into a world of hurt that he doesn't necessarily deserve.
And while you're at it, get a pellet gun and take out all the seagulls you can.
No, that's bad because if they are under the Protected Act,
End the seagulls.
we're going to go on to the next one before you get
Seagulls-
people arrested.
Seagulls are just flying rats.
I thought that was pigeons or flying rats.
Pigeons are pretty.
Pigeons are not pretty. Seagulls are prettier than pigeons.
No, because sometimes seagulls are like, or pigeons are like gray, but like they have like a shiny reflective purple in them, and that's pretty cool.
But they're always covered in dirt.
Only in New York, but that's because of the smog.
That's the only place I see pigeons.
I've seen pigeons near us.
I haven't. I only see seagulls. I've never seen a pigeon outside of New York.
I never understand why seagulls hang out in parking lots,
French fries.
but there's no water.
French fries. It trumps.
Sea.
It trumps water. They're like, hey, should we go
Gulls.
back to the sea or should we stay here where we get free Burger
They're
King French fries?
parking gulls at this point.
Those aren't protected wildlife. That's what he should have gone after. Well, if this was near a McDonald's, it probably was a parking gull. But there's water closer to places in England, so I don't know. On to the last one. Like I said, get in contact with the Plymouth police or whatever the hell they're called and set this man free.
And the seagull menace.
Don't tell people to kill a protected animal. Don't do that.
I like how it does. You paused and you're like, "Don't tell people to kill."
Just don't. Don't tell people to kill.
Animals.
Why is this not the story that I clicked on?
This isn't the story that you clicked on.
This one keeps changing.
Different story.
Update. North Carolina woman in viral racist video dies after being struck by a fire department truck.
So many questions. Number one is karma is real.
Yes, karma is very real. When I read this, a person commented under it and went, "Oh man, I hope that the truck didn't get scratched."
Oh, that's so bad. You shouldn't wish death upon people, just seagulls, even if they are terrible. Seagull lives don't matter.
Okay, Asheville. A woman whose racist video rants an attack on a black teenager and woman in a hijab made international news has died after being struck by a fire department pickup. Oh, it wasn't even a fire truck. It literally was a fire department truck.
What was she trying to do?
I don't know.
Were they like going to a call and she was like, you'll wait for me to cross the street.
So are you saying she was a Karen?
I mean, I'm imagining probably because most of them are.
A very Karen individual. Oh, wait, sorry. I can't say the K word.
Which one?
Krakatoa?
That's a C.
Yeah. Rachel Dawn Ruit of Terry's Gap Road in Henderson County suffered life-threatening injuries after being struck by an Asheville Fire Department vehicle July 13th in West Asheville, according to police and a witness. Asheville Police Department spokeswoman Christina Helsing confirmed that Ruit died July 14th. The APD is investigating the incident.
This was literally 2 days ago.
I know.
3 days ago.
I know.
What's today?
Today is the 16th when we're recording this.
Oh my God, I was right.
It was 2 days
I
ago.
guessed. I was like, right.
Yeah. Asheville Fire Department officials issued a statement Wednesday on behalf of the city offering condolences to Ruit's families for injuries sustained as a pedestrian struck July 13th.
So sorry. There's one less racist in the world.
Yeah. Be like, we're sorry that we hit her.
No,
but
probably that's not it. There's like, we're sorry that she died. And they're like, what about hitting her?
We're sorry that she died from the injuries sustained
when we hit her.
Exactly. Be like, so are you apologizing for hitting her?
We're sorry that she died from when we hit her.
So you're apologizing for hitting her. I don't think you're following. We're sorry that she died.
Let's just say if we were going 20 miles slower, this conversation wouldn't even happen.
Exactly. This is a tragedy for all involved. It's one of those ones where we
went too far.
Nope. This is a tragedy for all involved. City Manager Deborah Campbell said in a statement, Oh, that says Burnett. I thought that said
I just
Brunette.
Almost went too far.
Don't do it.
You know why it's a tragedy for everyone? Because those firemen had to clean off that truck.
They did. I mean, think about it, okay?
That'd be horrifying.
It's like that person that said, I hope the truck is okay. It's the same thing. I mean,
that'd be traumatic to clean off, like...
So you're telling me these guys were in a rush. They were on their way to save someone's life.
Were they on a way to a fire? That's the part that's important. Were they just like driving down the road? What was that?
Everybody gives cops the benefit of the doubt, except for like right now. But like in most stories, people are like, "Oh, the cops were probably doing something." Give firemen the same benefit of the doubt. They were on their way to a fire.
They were on their way to the fire. Then it's how I originally thought. Where this woman was just like, "They'll wait."
Exactly. Be like, it's probably in a black neighborhood. I shouldn't have to move for a black fire.
Important.
Yeah, and
crossing
then
boom. Crossing the street.
Oh, I did boom too fast. Boom. And then they're like, no, now a house is going to burn down and I got to clean the truck. Ambulance is somewhere on its way.
They probably were just like, you, citizen, wait here with her. We have to go do fireman stuff.
Then they just took the hose after putting the fire out and they were just like, let's get that off of there. That's how I would have done it.
You shouldn't say that.
I'm not a fireman.
You should not talk about cleaning bodies off of your car.
The body wouldn't be stuck on the car.
I don't know how to be sensitive in this one. I am trying.
I added
to
this
be the
one
voice
because
of
I
reason.
don't think we have to be sensitive in this
I
one.
think you do. I don't think this is like Nazis, like where you know how like no matter every video game, no matter what it is, zombies and Nazis, it's okay to murder them, and you can keep it a PG game. But if it's anything else, it can't be.
Right here.
Does it say Nazi?
Attack on black teenager.
Was it a verbal attack? Or
I'm going to assume physical attack.
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't see the video, the original video.
PC culture's hard.
It is hard, but we've never cared about them before, and I'm not going to start because a racist lady got hit by a truck.
All right, fine. I'll stop trying to be a voice of reason because I did say that we should murder all the seagulls.
You did say that.
Without even blinking.
Like, without skipping
Not a second thought.
beat.
These are an endangered animal. And all of them.
Yeah, it was insane, actually, how quickly you jumped there. Where we extend our condolences for all who knew her. They're like, we're sorry that you had to know her. I mean...
We're sorry you knew her.
We're sorry you knew her. We're sorry
for the house that burned down because we got delayed getting there.
Sorry to fucking everybody.
We are sorry that she died.
Let's see here. We're the fire department.
We wish the injuries were more life-sustaining.
We wish she sustained more life-sustaining injuries. Especially our firefighter who is involved in this incident is deeply saddened by this event. AKA, they're like, okay, so everybody at the department, especially the guy who now sees the image of a woman being hit by his truck, is real sad.
He's probably going to bed every night like, she was a racist. She was a racist. She was a racist.
She was a racist. And then he sleeps perfectly fine after that.
Then he wakes up in the middle and he's like, I killed a woman. She was a racist.
Right back to sleep. We are fully cooperating with the police department's investigation and hope Miss Ruit's family and friends can find some solace knowing we care.
You know what? Actually, you know what's ironic about this is like all the racist people that are like, don't stand in the road, you won't get hit by a car. Well,
yes,
she did.
That is 100% true. If she was protesting Black Lives Matter,
I doubt that's
and got hit by a truck, every single white person would be like,
I still like to imagine that she just thought she was better than everybody.
No, that's what I'm saying. If she was protesting Black Lives Matter and she got hit by the truck and killed, they'd be like, dumb bitch, fucking standing down the road. Oh, yeah, I need to be heard so bad that I can't get out of the way of a fire truck.
Was it a Ford?
I hope it was a Dodge.
I still don't think it's okay to make jokes like that, though. Ew. Was that after the accident?
I'm putting it on the screen. Okay, ready? Right now.
That makes me look like a terrible person.
On the screen. Bam. That's what Kyle reacted to and asked if it was before or after her accident. If you're listening, go watch this on YouTube. Check it out. Oh God. Oh my, this is terrible. Asheville woman in racist video rant ripped off hijab and grabbed black teen's groin.
Nah, I'm more okay with her getting hit by a truck now.
Exactly. Jonathan Rawls said,
I still can't wish Dana upon a person. I just wish she didn't die, but she broke all her ribs. Is that okay?
You can just say that you're not going to lose sleep over this one.
I'm not upset that she got hit by a truck. I just can't say that I'm glad she died.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Jonathan Rowe said that he saw the incident in the eastbound lanes of a major thoroughfare. I just witnessed the same lady from that video accidentally step out into traffic on Patton Avenue going towards downtown Asheville, and she was walking with traffic coming from behind her. The Asheville Fire Department truck that you see in the background is the vehicle that she stepped out in front of. Did she commit suicide? Was this like...
Was this literally her deciding that she's more important than fire trucks? Because the more this story is going, it seems like she's like, they'll stop.
You know what? Or I don't want to be on the shoulder anymore.
She, based off her everything, was so high on meth that she thought she was faster than she was.
Like she thought she was already across the street.
Like she thought she was moving at super speed and everything else was moving slow, like when you do drugs in a video game.
Yeah.
But this is real life.
Like
so in reality,
Psychojet.
she was just going.
It's Fallout Psychojet. Gotcha. Critical hit on her is what you're saying.
And then she went, "This is Obama's fault."
This is somehow because of Black Lives Matter. That's probably what her last thought was. Or
Maybe she was trying to prove a point. She was like, "This is what happens if you stand in the road."
Or her last thought was, "At least it's a white truck." Most fire department trucks are white.
No, they're not. They're red.
Not fire trucks. Fire department trucks.
They're red.
No, they're not. I've almost
Fire trucks
never
are red. If it's not red, it's not a fire truck.
You can't believe
Fight
that.
me.
You're too old to believe that.
Just like it's not a barn if it's not red. I've had that argument with plenty of people. It's got to be red.
Oh my God, no. Ruit
These are red
41
things.
was arrested July 4th. That was just 10 days before she died.
She was arrested on 4th of July. That's
After
not
she-
very independent.
Oh my God.
She lost her
Yo,
independence
never
on
mind.
Independence Day.
I'm going to say it. I'm glad she's dead.
She lost her independence on Independence Day.
After she ripped off a woman's hijab and grabbed a teenager in the groin after saying she needed to be put down and threatening to rape her.
Why'd she grab his groin?
Her groin. She pulled the Donald Trump.
Did they back up on her?
They were
Maybe
like-
they recognized
They were
her.
like, "Oh man, we hit the racist lady." Be like, "How well did you hit her?"
What happened with the witness of this? He was like, was he watching the video while it happened? Because that's kind of what it sounded like.
It does kind of sound like that.
He was like, I just watched the lady in this
was like,
video.
"Yo, that's the lady in this video." Oh shit, she just got hit by a truck.
No fucking way.
Fuck that lady.
World star.
He waited 2.5 hours and then called the police. Hey, yo, so you know that blood stain on the corner? Yeah, I saw that happen. Bitch stepped out in front of it. I saw that lady from the video while watching the video.
She jumped in front of the fire truck. Don't worry, guys.
She was like, white privilege, jumped in front of it, said, "Go around me, I dare you," and then she exploded. Maybe I shouldn't have said exploded. Died. We'll just say died.
What happened to her face?
Tires.
She looks like Beavis from Beavis and Butthead.
She does look like Beavis from Beavis and Butthead. Okay. Less than 2 hours ago, white supremacist Rachel Ruit ripped my hijab off, bit my face, and beat a black teen girl after yelling racial slurs. When I tried to pull her off of the black child, other racists jumped in. Yo, once again, I don't
Where are the trucks for them?
They're on their way. It was a next fire. These guys better be inside their house, not even inside their houses. They're like, "Oh, we're so sorry that we crashed through your living room on the way to the fire. We're sorry that you died."
Next time one of these racists is accidentally catch their meth lab on fire, the fireman should answer the phone with, The roof is on fire. We don't need no water," and then just hang up.
911 operator's just like, "Well, there's your answer."
So what happened is the fire department, they're out of water today, so you're gonna have to just figure that out.
Jesus Christ. Apparently she made international news earlier than that when she posted on June 13th and July 1st. She was very busy within the month leading up to her death. Because she posted videos of herself ranting racial epithets and making threats.
What's her name?
Rachel Ruit.
Rachel? It is my phone.
I told you it was your phone.
Rachel Racist.
Rachel Racist? I guarantee you it'll come up. Be like, Rachel Racist is dead. Be ding dong, Rachel's dead.
It didn't pop up. Wait. Doming yellow restless cereals or processors goes viral.
It's probably not right.
Oh, it is.
It's her?
Look at that face. That's her. That's that guy.
That is that guy. That is that guy that got ran over and she died.
That was a different time.
Gee.
It's not even that one.
It's not even the one that she was talking about? Okay, so this lady was a habitual racist and all-around piece of shit. And then she became a smear on the road, and then she made the fire department have to apologize to her family that didn't raise her well enough. If you have a problem with that, fuck you. Raise better human beings.
This is a comedy show. Don't say that.
Comedy is the only place where you can say stuff like that. I thought that's how that works. Laugh at it, and then it makes it okay. See? Exactly.
You were just so aggressive. Say it less aggressive. Like, if you're racist and you think that black people don't matter, why don't you go fuck yourself?
I said that it didn't matter if she died, but okay.
Isn't that better, though?
I mean, it's better.
Listen, when I was learning sales, the person who was training me in sales, so you could say whatever you want to someone
as long as you say it
laugh.
with a smile.
We had the same trainer at that job.
It was as long as you say it with a smile. So, ready? Here I go. So, she's dead. I don't care. And if you care, shut the fuck up.
There you go. See, that's way better.
It's so much better. No, actually, you're right.
Than just being like, fuck you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that part.
You know what? I think you should go fuck yourself, you fucking fucks.
Yeah. I'll,
no matter what the reasoning. If you're a racist and you're a fucking douchebag and you plan on doing racist, violent things to people, you should probably call 911. They will get you help. In the form of police.
Yep. So I think that's where we're going to end it.
All right,
today.
guys. So I just want to say it was another great episode for the Rum Runnas Podcast, and I want to let everybody know that if you're racist, you suck, and if you're not racist, you don't suck, and if you get hit by a truck because you just did a whole bunch of racist stuff, that's okay. And also kill all the pigeons. Seagulls, and leave the peacocks alone, bro.
We have so many stances, and they all conflict.
Save the peacocks. Kill the seagulls. Run over
Black
racists.
lives matter. Racists don't.
Some lives matter. That's my new stance. It's not all lives matter. It's only some lives matter.
Some lives matter.
Some lives matter.
This was not one of them.
That one didn't. We're very picky and choosy.
Very picky.
Our lives that matter are depending on the situation at hand.
Yep.
But you know it doesn't? Seagull lives. They don't matter.
Those never
Peacock
matter.
lives matter. Seagull lives don't matter.
Don't.
Weird white meth head ladies' lives don't matter.
Don't matter.
Firemen's lives matter.
They do.
When they hit racist white ladies.
I mean, all the time they do. I'm going to start giving our tags now, so you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Rum Runners. You can follow us then on Twitter
at
RumPod. You can follow Kyle on Instagram at Mr. Norwal. You can follow
Ryan on Twitter at something.
The First Turtle.
That one.
Make sure to check out Dark Rum Podcast. It's going to be out on every Friday at 12 Eastern.
Yes.
You can follow them on Instagram at Dark Rum Podcast.
And Twitter at Dark Rum
and
Podcast.
Twitter at Dark Rum Podcast.
You managed to not mess that one up.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're watching this, make sure to also follow us on all the audio links. If you're listening to this, make sure to subscribe and follow us on the YouTubes, where you can find both Rum Runners and also Dark Rum. But until the next time, peace, deuces. See you in the next one. I forgot my own sign off.
It's all over. There's no place to run, even if we let you out of there. Don't do anything foolish.